we can continue with this game. And started. And this is Turnabout Reminiscing, because that's what we're doing today. Hey Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the piece of cloth that she conjured up, has taken me back to many years ago. 7 years earlier. I better not see Von Karma. If I see Von Karma, I'm gonna be throwing hands with an old man. Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. What are you gonna do about it? But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to. I asked, ooh, what's up with this lady? Oh, I didn't read that. Don't you get it? I know the true identity. Who are these people? The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's desk. Are you saying that? I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Oh my goodness, there's so much text. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday... You know what, maybe... Mr. Rell, I think we've heard just about enough of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You've gotta believe me. Okay, so that was a lot. In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. Am I the new prosecutor? Is it gonna be baby me? It's baby me! Look at me! So dapper and jerkish because I haven't gone through my character arc. This is gonna be wonderful. Also, I'm gonna change the name of this. So let me use our play, just writing something out real quick. How are you doing? There we go. Did that change my title? Maybe. There we go. I've changed the name of the stream. It's now so much more accurate. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is my first assignment as a prosecutor will be. Thanks. I was debating between another picture I had, but that one felt a bit spoilery, so I was like, I won't. But in my soul, I know there are other great pictures to represent this evil old man. Also, like, wasn't Edgeworth's first assignment, like, the case against, Very productive and creative day. That's awesome to hear. Mine was pretty uneventful. Mostly did some, computer science, work for class. I thought, so going back to this though, I thought, Edgeworth's first assignment, like first case as a prosecutor was the third game, fourth trial case against Maya Fey. So I guess this man just gets first cases in spades. They're just like, here Edgeworth, here's all the first cases. These are all your first cases. Maybe the truth is Edgeworth doesn't know how to count past 1. And as such, he assumes every case is his first case. As a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant.
Do you need anything
Hi, I'm on stream.
Hi guys!
No, this is a stream.
Oh.
They don't know you.
Do you need anything from Walgreens?
No, thank you. But I do love you. Bye.
I do love you too. Bye.
I'm so sorry, that was my mother. I love her very much, but she accidentally interrupted. Edgeworth? Oh, no! It's the old man! Okay, time to square up, old man! Sir. Oh, thank you, chat. My mom did say hi, as you guys probably heard. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? No! You suck, old man. I hate this old man. Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that I, as your mentor, Manfred von Karma, suck to all hell, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you a very rare chance. Prove yourself, crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Yes, sir. That such a legendary prosecutor is watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. No, Edgeworth, you're perfect as is. He's the one who's awful. He's imperfect. Hate this old man. Sigh. Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter? You're right. That was the first case. I don't know why he did any cases after that. Edgeworth just should have realized that he had already achieved perfection by saving Phoenix's life in school from pure judgment. I thought someone would have brought hors d'oeuvres by now. But this is a courthouse. It would be quite atypical to provide hors d'oeuvres here. Are you sure? Someone poured me a fresh cup of coffee last time I was here. What the heck does she think a courthouse is for? I mean, obviously coffee. Have you met Godot? This is so good. I could drink a whole gallon. I've never heard of water that tastes that good. Because you probably went to a, private school. Maybe I'll give him a minute. Gulp, 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 gulp. Gulp, gulp. Does he plan on gulping an entire reservoir dry? I guess I'll have to engage with him. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Bryn Faraday, gave the order. Ah, Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. I'm gonna say Byrne Faraday? He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. Yeah, you just don't care about them, Von Karma, because you can't prosecute the rich. The prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. That's very wrong. In fact, prosecutors have the most connection to the outside world because how they pursue a case and what cases they pursue can really affect, like, public views and the future legislation. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven. I don't need your forgiveness. Suck it, Von Karma. Have no fear. I'll not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Burn Faraday, I'll prove the defendant guilty. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. Now I'm going to show them the power of Edgeworth. Also, you don't deserve to look at this, but look at this. It is thanks to you that I have finally become a prosecutor, sir. It's amusing you wanted to become a defense attorney, yet became my student. It is a strange path you have traveled. It's true that I had once wanted to become a defense attorney. Show me the alternate universe. Show me the world where he became a defense attorney. But now, I am honored and proud to be a prosecutor. I see. Then as a student of mine, I suggest you remember this as well. The prosecutor's badge is not to be flaunted. See, this is how I know his advice is hogwash. Everyone must see my badge. There's no exception. The dignity of a prosecutor lies in the man himself, not in the badge. Oh, that's why he never wears it. I understand. I will keep that in mind. Besides, why put holes in your fine garments? It's simply preposterous. Sometimes I just need to wear a cool pin. Von Karma, prosecutors must also take pride in their appearance. I will keep this in mind as well. I'm constantly having to remind the others at the prosecutor's office of this. I mean, one of them wears a laser mask and drinks like 20 coffees a day. Can you believe this tomfoolery? One's in one of those newfangled rock bands. It's more fashionable to keep your prosecutor's badge in your pocket. In other words, always treat a prosecutor's badge with care and honor. I understand, sir. Okay, tell me about the trial. So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Yes, of course I have. There was nothing to memorize. Yeah, he was accused. Look at this old man. 60 years old. Well then, explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you are talking about. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Cordopian embassy. The victim, Mr. Deadman, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel. I mean, when you name your kid that, you're really setting them up to be mortal. That's why I only name my kids Immortal. Was held for questioning the night of the incident, as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest, Wait, he was quickly placed under arrested. That's a typo. He was quickly placed under arrested for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kodopian embassy as well. At first, Rao claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill Deadman. This Deadman is like Deadpool's dry brother. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight, if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rell as the murderer. Oh no, security footage. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatagarasu, Byrne Faraday. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Kodopian embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG8 incident. What's the KG8 incident? The second KG8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I've failed to study hard enough. Well, even among the police, it's information that's only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Hate this stupid man having to give me lore. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG8 incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. There's so many acronyms, I can't remember what they all are. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Oh my goodness, it's him! Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling. Must have had so many cocoons. Correct. CCU. Wait. CCU? Is that a pun? The CCU was an employee of the Amano Group, and sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Uh-oh. Wasn't a Kodopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Uh-oh. CCU. I don't feel like she's dead then. Like, that's just such a name. I feel like she's not dead. Yes, a Kodopian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Maybe we should implement a jury system. I'm sure that will always work. Ah, if only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. I would have strangled the man with my own hands. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated. Yeah, all criminals. Faraday was the prosecutor on that case then, and he was pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. So, okay, if Manfred von Karma didn't work on the KG8 incident, why does he have all the case files from it? Because that's what Kay stole from us. So, my theory is that we don't do well in this case. In this case, Kay's dad still, gets pinned as being involved in this crime. And Kay is, trying to clear her dad's name or something. And Von Karma may have set up Kay's dad. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG8 incident. So, that's why it is being called the second KG8 incident? Yes. Yet there is one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief, Yatagarzu. Yatagarzu? I'd better find out more. Is it true that the Yatagarzu showed up at the Kodopian embassy? What could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the Kodopian embassy itself. Is the Kodopian embassy a nation, or is Kodopian the nation and this an embassy? Probably the embassy, I'm being stupid. Since the item that the Yatagarzu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarzu sent to the police? Maybe it's the cloth that Faraday has, that Kay has. I don't know the details. Oh, yeah, Kodopia. Kodopia is the nation. Okay, that makes sense. Wonder if it ever becomes important. Anything related to the Yatagarzu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, there was proof positive that the Yatagarzu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have been the first time the Yatagarzu has left behind evidence, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarzu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Maybe meet his small child he almost definitely has. Mr. Faraday. He happens to be in the Happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Oh, there's the small child. What is it, little girl? I'm a small child. You're scary, mister, and evil. Did you need something? Give me your lunch money. I want to trade these coins with you. She's gonna, like, hustle us. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. But it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? She's gonna hustle us. Thanks! That's exactly what I needed. Look at small K. Possibly gonna hustle us. Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Last time I saw a child running around here, he ended up trapped in an elevator. What happens next may surprise you. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? Nope. That's why we're replacing it. The paperwork for the prosecution substitution is complete. Why do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry? I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Gulp. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. Humph, the proud one you are. Yeah, I'm proud. And I don't need you. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. Like, seriously though, I'm pretty sure we've had, like, multiple first cases, and I'm very confused which one is the first case. Like, this has to be after after what happened with Mia, because Mia's was 7 years before before the Faye incident. I'm gonna call it the Faye incident. That was like 7 years before that. And this is 7 years before later in time, so what is going on? Oh, look at us standing smug. With our dots. Oh, just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. It's a judge. Judge time. Woo! You must be the, Mr. Von Karma recommended? Oh, look at the judge. From an angle I never thought I would see him. Look at his majestic beard. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, The other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will all be but impossible to prove the witness a liar. Without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? Maybe getting murdered. It's an emergency, sirs! Oh, it's Gumshoe! Look at him. So young and pristine. Silence. There shall be no yelling in this sacred hall of law. I mean, that's like 90% of what happens here. Bailiff, remove the man from this courtroom at once. Oh, please. Wait, you have to listen to me, pal. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them. Oh, I was joking about him being murdered. What? 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 I was joking about him being murdered. Oh no, I've caused this. We're in the hallway. Stay back. No one's allowed on the crime scene. Period. See my coat. It's made of 15% Swiss cheese. This cheese is for keeping you out. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rell's defense attorney? I guess this isn't gonna be Manfred von Karma's fault. The son of a gun's gotten away with it this time. Hey, you! No running in the hall, pal! And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Also, you've met Gumshoe by now. He was there too. Yeah, there we go. Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? I never heard of ya. So, Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? Actually, I've been in one case before. But the results of that one will surprise you. I'll have you know, madame, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Oh, he's pulling names. Next he's gonna be like, and I went to Yale University. Look, he's even doing like a stuffy little finger wag. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice. Oh, so you're a student of Von Karma? I should've. Those clothes are a dead giveaway. Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Von Karma, they bullied me in court. Von Karma will hear about this. I'll have you know, Von Karma owns this courthouse. He's like, getting bullied in the courthouse. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. Wait. Gasp. You? This is you? You? Like, CCU? That's some big moments. But by the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto U. And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head to head in court. So the fact that she is also named you makes me super suspicious. Ah, but of course, I have heard much about you, Miss U. But of course, I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare, stupid rich kid. Did I say something funny? Why am I being persecuted? Hey, ma'am. Here's my badge. It is a shame that we will not be able to face each other. It was to be my first trial, too. That's a lie! Oh, was that a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. And what a nice squeaky clean badge you got yourself there. I'm jealous. I'm sure its gleam will dull over time with experience. Are you saying your reputation will also tarnish over time with it? That's not what I meant. Well, you just can't avoid some things in life. I'll never allow my badge or my reputation to become tarnished. You don't have any choice in that. Like, I just don't understand how many first cases he gets. He gets so many first cases. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. I came here to have a good time, and I'm honestly being so attacked right now. The person I was going against in court, until only a little while ago, was just murdered. Not like I could go back into the courtroom, pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, alright. A sus meter through the roof. But also, like this, wait, ooh, what am I examining? This sofa looks like it's seen its fair share of use. And it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. Ack, my eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window. As a student of Von Karma, I refuse to back down. What? I forgot he's such a nerd. I won. Honestly, what a dork. No, excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So, how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? Maybe he expected to die. Here's a badge. Does showing that off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor? Yes. Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you. I see. But most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. It's like a detective walking around with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much, and before you know it, you'll be elbow deep in angry criminals. That would definitely be a problem. Okay. Tell me more about this crime. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Oof, we got kid zoned. Kid. I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? He's gonna shoot me. Is he going for his gun? A lollipop? Oh. It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? I thought we were gonna get a treat. Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade. And he had a gun in his hand. The other man, Mr. Mr. Mackerel, was shot and killed. Okay, so someone's framing... This is being set up as a weird standoff. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. You met him before. You met him before. I'm so confused. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. No, that's like too straightforward. We don't ever get anything straightforward in these games. It's gonna be like, oh, really, the bullet ricocheted off of Mackerel's knife, off of a mirror Faraday was holding back into Mr. Mackerel, and then Mr. Mackerel, when he died, accidentally threw his knife and it stabbed Faraday or something ridiculous. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarazu case is also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarazu's characteristics. In order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarazu or not. Well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops. Call me son one more time. Time for Alexander Hamilton. Let me talk to Gumshoe. Hello, person I definitely don't know. And you are... who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell your name first before asking theirs. Yeah, point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now would you mind telling me yours? Detective Gumshoe, and just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, Maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. Hey, detective. What do you think of my badge? Look at my badge. You mentioned that you've only recently become a detective. Did you not? You got it. I'm a brand spanking new detective, pal. So that means you've never seen a real prosecutor's badge, right? If you so desire to see one, I just might be able to make your day. Appreciate my badge. You don't have to go through the trouble, pal, because a real man has a police badge. And someday, I'm gonna become an ace detective, just like Detective Bad. Did I say something wrong, pal? Forget it, detective. You've disappointed me. This is actually why Edgeworth cuts his Gumshoe's salary so much. He's just seething with rage that Gumshoe didn't appreciate his badge enough. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Wow. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So, you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to the defendant lobby number 2. Okay, so someone got in through the windows. There are clearly windows. Someone got in through the windows. So you were the guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kinda froze. You're a detective, and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Yeah, Edgeworth has trauma. Do. Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together, and both men were lying there, dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, you didn't hear a single sound of commotion. They were sleeping. That's the truth behind it. Miss you. There is someone here who wishes to see you. Is it your sister? CC? Who is it? A Cadopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Wasn't Manny Cochin killed? Like, that was the whole thing. Manny Cochin, oh no, he was found not guilty. My bad. He was found not guilty, but suspected of killing you. And by that, I mean CCU. Not you. What? Gasp. What's going on? What's going on? The Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moods just changed all of a sudden. Me and my goldfish memory didn't put it together right away. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny coaching? I'll be right there. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu. I mean, is this the sister, or maybe she's Cece? But why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? She's gonna die too. And we're gonna just have like a bloodbath here at the courthouse. We're gonna be like, okay, we just got 2 bodies. And then they're gonna be like, turn camera left and you're gonna see like 10 more. And you're gonna be like, no! It's gonna be Rise from the Ashes past case all over again. Bad. Von Karma? Been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarazu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where a detective is the most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident? So I was right. Just what is that man doing, wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here. 'Cause it's his game. Objection! Is it? Oh my god, oh, she's so little! Look at her! She's so tiny! She's baby! It's little tiny like little tiny Francisca! Everyone must see tiny Francisca. Papa, how can you place him in charge? Francisca, what are you doing here? Get out of here, twerp. I'm here for summer vacation. He's still in school. What else? Oh, he's so tiny. So full of innocence. She doesn't even have, like, her whip yet. She has, like, a riding prop. Or, like, a baton. Franziska von Karma. So, she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma, and a student of his, who's also junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. She's so tiny. Like, look at how tiny she is. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? I mean, how old is she that she could be taking the bar examination? Let me see this. You're a child. Oh, I don't have her profile yet. Give me the profile. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Huh. If you were able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never. Why does she always have to be this competitive? It's almost like we were placed in a household where we were raised to be absolutely competitive and never rely on other people. Maybe it was a bad childhood. Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. I mean, didn't she become a prosecutor at 14? So, this is probably when she's like 13 or 12. She's so young. Like, an absolute child. And I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. She's so bold. That's just like Francisca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yeah? These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene? Like, I can't do the same voice because I realized they're very close voices I was doing for both of them. This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. And also for me to pit two children against each other, making sure that they are never a family. Crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad. Now let my 13-year-old child do court stuff. And I will not tolerate complaining. Yeah. Edgeworth, for Francisca, I leave this case to the two of you. Thanks, sir. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa. I will tell my papa about this. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. I hate this old man. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to any of this. I hate this old man. Hello, brother. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francisco. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Yeah, long time no see. Very good. And just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. I mean, he's older than you. What did you expect? Like, I'm gonna get a time machine so I can beat Edgeworth to getting my prosecutor badge or something. Like, you're a child. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. It looks like Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. He's gonna fail when I get my hands on him. My delivery was bad, sorry. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts of the case, Detective Bad. You're better off checking things on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task.